seen too much of Mike Rennick lately.
He's been kind of busy. He's looking tough too.
Yeah. Seen too much of Mike Rennick lately.
So let's go live chat.
I don't know. Corey Vano this morning? No, he's at the cottage, but he was still on yesterday.
Well, we'll just play it by ear, see what happens, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll see. Like you said, it is a long weekend. Oh God, look at this, Paul.
What was it?
Mike Rennick.
Mike.
I said, it's funny. You haven't seen a lot of Mike lately, and all of a sudden, boom, he's first. Oh, hey, Mike, how's it going?
It's good to see you, Mike.
Yep, really good to see you.
I don't know what the weather's like up there, but
anybody notices, I'm wearing a sweater this morning. It's cool here, so
a little chilly.
Well, 59 degrees right now, it says. That's about right.
Yeah, it's 63 according to the thing here. So
yeah.
I don't see anybody, Chris.
Alarm went off on my house there. Front door, cat walking by. How's old Albert doing there this morning, Mike? He's liking that. I think you found him a new place to do there. Mike said, say here at Little Chili, 66. It's amazing, like middle of winter, 66, you'd be running around in shorts and a t-shirt, But, you start getting acclimatized to the warmer weather and pretty cool. That one 66 is cool.
we haven't heard from Rob at all lately, have we?
No, I sent him out text messages and everything else. So Messenger, so it's a few other people. So.
Well, I keep inviting them. We haven't heard from Dave Ennis either, and I keep sending.
We haven't heard from Dave.
JD, I think, gets back sometime today, doesn't he?
What's that?
JD gets back sometime today from his trip.
Oh, he should have been back last night.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, and later on this afternoon, I'll head home. I don't know what time. There's no rush to go home. I got one sign in, one sign out tomorrow. So
yeah,
and they're both in town. So like half an hour, have it done. And they're both on the north side of town. Matter of fact, I can probably take the one out and put it right back in again, except they just gotta change the sign part of it. Just use the same posts because they're both the same size. See? So Mike says outside hanging party here today. Big bouncy house rented for the kids. So yeah. I cut the grass yesterday too. So well, I didn't have to cut the whole lawn, just around the back here a little bit. Only took about 15 minutes up that. Hey, good morning, Curtis, Mr. Wizard. Are you gonna go out again and try and do some more ROVing? Not RVing, ROVing.
ROVing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Can't say you're going out flying today because you. Well, I guess you're flying through the water, but what? Do it. You got to go back outside again. Oh crap! That damn dog. Ugh. I'm stiff and sore from yesterday. It was funny. I was up at Diane's house and the dogs were back and they're looking up a tree. I could hear a squirrel up in the tree. So now she's got that on her mind.
Yeah, I'm starting to get things in line here.
Yeah.
So Curtis, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have it pinned in the chat, Paul.
Don't I?
Nope.
It shows it on mine.
Yeah, yes, it's in the chat, but it's not pinned.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe because of that other thing, Nightbot, you don't have to. I don't know, but it's not pinned like it normally is. Where did my dog go? Oh, there she is.
Let me go over on my other computer. Look, it shows pinned on mine.
Oh, does it? Doesn't on mine. I see the link in the chat, but it's not pinned on mine. Usually on a blue bar across. Oh, okay, I see it. Maybe mine delayed or something. Okay, never mind, Paul. I got it.
Okay, yeah, because it's up on my other one. I'm going, what the hell? What the hell?
Oh, I didn't think it was supposed to be breezy today, but it feels wind's moving trees around. Not too bad. I mean, it's still flyable, but
There's nothing, just a little wisp here and there, but not here. It's nothing.
Come on, Grace. Come on. Yeah, she went out, took a look around. No squirrels, so I'll come back in the house now. Finish my coffee before it gets cold. Okay. No, she wants my lap already this morning. We can't go that way. You got to come around a different way. Okay. Okay. Well, that's kind of loose this morning, but
Hey, Gracie Invader.
yeah, see, because Gracie got up my lap, he's got to come over and bring me something. See, he brought me one of those plastic bottles, right?
That's funny.
No, yeah, they're so jealous of each other. Well, if you're young, why don't you go lay down?
How's Gracie been feeling?
Well, she didn't eat all her supper, but she ate most of it. But she seemed to be okay, I guess. I don't know. Nose was cold, not hot or anything. So we're running around. The problem is she wants to keep venturing farther and farther out, but I keep trying to rein her in. But she's a hunting dog. It's in her natural instinct. But there's been a chipmunk up around Diane's house this morning. Bader.
Are
But
you still planning on doing the fence thing?
Oh yeah, but just not right now. We gotta. I gotta go and find that other stake, but she come up with a deck thing that was bothering her really bad. So that part got put on hold when I did this. Like I can't do everything all the time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
okay, Courtesy's back. He got bit by a spider yesterday, so his wife insists she put something on it. Hey, good morning, Filipina. Yeah.
Yeah. Leela's in the chat.
Yep.
Well, it's after 1 o'clock there, so
Yeah, that's true.
well, it'll be interesting to see how my Nightbot thing's going to work.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it stops anything. Well, like I don't. We'll see how because it warned them 3 times, then it blocks them completely, right?
I'm wondering each time I signed on if it still gives them a 3 warning.
Yeah, that's all I was kind of wondering too. Yeah. Or it's completely blocked now. It'd be nice if we just completely blocked.
Yeah.
No.
The teeny bar was really hopping last night.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Filipina said she just had lunch.
All right, Filipina.
Yeah, we just got out of bed. Well, I got up about an hour ago, I guess about 7:15. I woke up around 6, but I said, oh, hell, this is too early. I'm going back to sleep. Go out.
Let's see how the teeny bar is doing.
Oh, it'll be quiet this morning, I imagine. She had a cheese tune-up melt. Well, that'd be good. Sound good. I'm not a big person on fish, but that sounds good. I don't mind tuna. Oh, she dead there this morning.
Must be a little warm because I got the fans going.
Yeah.
A little bit of a lag too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fans are starting and stopping. Actually, this fan here looks like it's just the wind is making it go.
Yeah, I think it's just the wind doing it because you can see
But those two look like they're on. I don't know.
Yeah, you can see the that sunshade thing there for the restaurant. It's moving around a bit in the wind.
Yeah, look at the lag.
Yeah. Yeah, Curtis says it's early here. It's only 5:13 a.m. What the hell are you doing up so early there, Curtis?
Yeah, really.
And Filipina said she did some flying quickly as the wind is not very kind today. Well, at least if you got in, that got some flying in. That was good.
Yeah, usually the winds are favorable sunrise or sunset, just in that golden hour.
Yeah. The funny thing, back quite a few years ago, I used to have a couple different ultralights. It was always the same thing. During the day, it was almost too windy to fly.
Yeah.
You fly first thing in the morning or just before it got dark, went up, flew for a while. Yeah, that's what you want. Yeah. She's such a lovable dog, aren't you? Huh? Yeah. You're my baby girl. Yeah.
So you don't have any issues with the kids there or with the sand fleas or anything, or?
Nope. It's frightening with all the sand here.
The hell's Vader rocking there? He's rocking that stool.
Well, it's a stool, but it's got
it's on a
glider. Yeah, it's like a glider rocker, or what do you call it? Yeah.
He's kind of half on and half off.
Oh yeah, you just sitting there wanting attention, didn't you? Yeah. Now you over here down right in between my legs, right here. Yeah. No, Vader, he can't get up. There's not enough room.
Filipina wishes everybody happy
Happy
Independence
Independence
Day.
Day, U.S. for tomorrow. No, Vader.
Yeah, that parade is supposed to be today, and I just
What
no
here
way. No
in
way.
town? What in?
Down in Algonac, the one where I begged
Oh.
off.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we had that same kind of thing down here, all the parades and different stuff. But
I know there's a way we either turn a key on or key off or whatever, and then pump the gas 2 or 3 times and then turn the key on and key off to reset my engine
Oh.
light. On
oh,
my,
your oil change light.
yeah,
Yeah,
I can't remember what I'm going to have to look it up because it's
yeah. Like you turn the key on and off a few times, hit the gas pedal about 3 times, and there's something that resets the oil when it needs to be changed. I'm hoping to get mine changed here this week sometime. Well, these guys got to go in, I think, Wednesday for their needles.
yeah, I got notification that Mia's due for some shots and stuff too. Heartworm test and some shots and
Oh, freaking heartworm test. It's like blood work's $100.
yeah, they got to get their money, don't they?
Oh yeah, they just suck you in. I'm just going in for needles. Just give them their booster shots and their AVs or whatever, and get me out of there. I'm gonna get them to trim Gracie's nails while they're there. They're charged like $15 or something.
The when I took her in to get her nails trimmed last week, or yeah, last week, like Wednesday or when was it? Tuesday or Wednesday? Anyway,
Yeah.
The gal that has been there forever, nice lady. That was her last day.
Oh,
She's going to work as a on the road. She's going to be a rep for some kind of a company that does medical dog stuff or
oh yeah,
or it's a drug company or whatever.
yeah.
But I said, so what's your territory? She says all of Michigan and Ohio and Indiana. I'm going, holy crap.
Well, but they probably pay her expenses.
Oh
too,
yeah,
right?
I'm sure they do, but that's a lot of driving.
Yep.
What you doing, boo?
Well, things have changed at my vets, and I haven't been there since. But they have 2 offices, one in Elmer, one in town called Chedden. And I've always gone to Elmer for years, and I still am. But they decided to split the 2 separately. They run them independently. But the one vet that used to, I really like Vern. He's down in Shedden all the time now. So, and the one girl that I think that's running it, the Elmer one now, she's a nice girl, but everything by the book. All you need to do this. Just Christ, I remember one time I went to Shoppers Drug Mart. Bonnie went inside, and I looked beside me and I hear Vern's vehicle. Well, he comes out and I beep beep on the horn, waved at him. Oh, next thing you know, he opened the door, sat in. He sat, shooting the shit with me for about 10 minutes while Bonnie was in. So
There's Lynn's house with a new motorhome.
yeah, hey, Can't see much of her door now.
No, she's got her setup here. She's been working her tail off. She got everything cleaned, but now she's transferring everything from this motorhome to this motorhome.
Oh yeah.
So
Howdy. Yeah.
she's got still all that to do, and
Yeah.
because it's just her by herself, you know. So she goes over and she loads up a tote over here, then she carries the tote over here, and then puts it in the motorhome, but she hasn't put it away yet. So
Yeah. Oh, it all takes a while.
just
Especially when
climbing
you-
up those stairs back and forth, that'd drive me crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, she said she filled up the dog's kiddie pool with water.
Oh yeah.
She puts her feet in it. See, there's a,
Oh. Yeah. But she's got lots of room on the street to back out though with that thing.
it's about it's a one-way street.
Yeah. Oh, it's a one way. Okay.
Yeah. The street actually is one way going this direction.
Mm,
So this is east, this is west,
yeah.
and it goes east to west, one-way street out in front of her house.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think she can handle that fairly good. And,
Well,
and she's got plenty of room as long as there's no cars parked behind her, but
That's the big thing. You had cars parked in the street behind you.
yeah.
You know, you're trying to get something like that out. I know my friend, he's got a big motorhome. I think it's a little bit bigger than that. But, you know, he brings it home there once in a while, but, you know, it's a little bit of a chore to try and get it in the driveway.
Yeah.
I know, like when they did the construction on my street, our road used to be 7 meters wide. Now it's only 6 meters wide. And I said to the engineer, I said, "Oh, how come they made the street narrower instead of, you know, you think you go the other way, wider?" And he said it was called smart traffic. The narrower the street, less people speed on them. But the thing is, if people parked on one side of the street, only one car can get down at a time. Two cars can't pass each other, you know, going opposite directions on the street.
Yeah.
So it slows people down. They call it smart traffic or something. I don't know. Somebody sitting at a computer says, "Oh, watch this, I can screw everybody." You know, it just. Oh, Peter must be doing some shopping right now. She says, "I'm listening while doing some shopping, looking for a helmet for bicycling."
Oh, cycling. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, in a different world, and if I were 10 or 15 years younger, you know, I got that here comes Curtis. I got that you know, rebate or the store credit on that other TV. And
Yeah.
and I could get an electric bike, but nah,
Yeah, you don't need one.
no. Hey, Curtis.
Morning, guys.
Yeah, what are you doing up so early?
Editing video.
You know what I did? I was just telling Paul, I said I went down last night to fly a ship using the Mini 3, the new Mini 3 Pro.
Uh-huh.
And it just was so dark. It could, you know, everybody says, "Oh, that camera should be just like that Nano," and then it just wasn't. So anyway, I got done flying and barely could see the damn thing. Came back and landed. Then I discovered I'd never hit the record button.
Yikes.
Yeah, well, it visually told me everything I needed to know. That
They
for
should
low
have-
light, the Nano has it made.
They should have a default you can set up where as soon as you start your drone up, the camera starts up. You don't have to push record.
I watched Doctor Strange a while back, and I kind of got inspired by it, and I thought I'd try to incorporate it in some of my drone footage. So check out what I'm making here.
Good morning, Justin.
Morning.
What are you doing
Oh.
up so early?
I'm always up early.
So this is the lake. I'm flying.
Yep.
Is it not going to play? Oh, let me lower the resolution here so it'll play through. Got the little Doctor Strange thing happening up in the sky.
Oh, yeah.
Got some bricks flying towards it.
Now, can you change the color of that to like a bluish?
And then when we go through it, it's going to be another scene. It's going to be like you went somewhere else.
Okay.
I haven't got to that part yet.
Oh, so you're gonna go through a 3-dimensional, go through and come in.
Yeah. So when I go through this, I think what I'm going to do. I'm either going to go to another scene or I'm going to go to a black screen and put a title there. Haven't decided what I'm going to do just yet.
The black hole.
So I'm sorry, Paul. What were you saying? Can I make it blue?
You know, you notice how it's red in the center?
Yeah.
Can you make it blue?
Oh yeah.
Because you know how most of the rings and stuff you see have that white blue, you know?
Oh, I like that, how it comes all together as you're getting closer.
Yeah.
It's like the Stargate.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I haven't pre-rendered it, so it's having a hard time loading. I'm just kind of dragging the
Yeah.
thing across the timeline, but that'll give you an idea.
Yeah.
I haven't decided to do this yet. I'm still playing with it, but I'm not getting the blue idea though that you're talking about, Paul.
Well, the colors inside the ring and around the ring in most of the renderings in video is it's not flame colored. It's kind of a bluish, whitish type of thing. You know, it's like you're going into a lighter version of space, you know?
Come on. Okay, come on, get out. Yeah.
That was my only one. I was just wondering if that would pop a little better. Because now it looks like you're going into the ring of fire, which is fine. That's a different, but if you could make it like the where it's brighter, almost a white, and then fade into where it starts to hue out into like a really light bluish.
I mean, my inspiration was these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the eclipse of the sun. Yep.
No, it's from Doctor Strange.
Oh, is it right from Doctor Strange?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think Doctor Strange, they didn't start out with an eclipse of the sun type of thing.
Oh, yeah. You can see him where he is. Yeah, in the center there, Paul.
Yeah.
You can see a different scene in behind. Yeah.
Right. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well, see, that's you youngins know all that stuff. That's us old guys. That'll give you something to play with, Curtis.
I don't know, just some ideas. I was trying to figure out what you were suggesting. I was like, this is what I was making.
Yeah.
Was
In other words, like the bluish. To me, of course, I'm a blue person. You know.
what color was Stargate when you went into it? When
It was a white blue.
Oh, I see. And then it was black in the center or something.
Yeah.
Or something. Oh, I
Yeah.
forget. No. Anyway.
Well, Filipinas getting a bicycle helmet. She's shopping over in the UK.
Okay, now I see what Paul's talking about.
Yeah.
And that's more of a liquid effect.
Yep.
It's kind of shimmering kind of thing. Oh, that one kind of spins. It also had a vortex, if I remember correctly. I'd have to go back and watch it again, but it seemed to me like you went through a little bit of a vortex before you came out the other end.
Yes, yeah, it almost like elongated, foot like a, you know.
Yeah, because I had the stone in there. I probably should go blue.
Life-size Stargate 3D printed in 1,000 hours. Holy crap.
There you go, Jason. I need one of these. Or Justin, I'm sorry.
Holy crap. 1,000 hours of 3D printing.
Can you
said
print this
that
for
was
me?
A full size one?
Full size.
Oh hell no! You better send me like $3,000 in film.
Look at that size of that sucker.
I'd need like 2 or 3 printers just to even attempt that.
Well, you'd have to replace the printer before you got it printed.
Yeah, it'd be wore out.
Insane. 1,000 hours. That's a long time.
Where did they do that, Curtis?
You know, I just recently got into that show about 2 years ago. Never watched it before, and then
I've never watched it either.
I got into it, and it was just really good because they have the whole seasons now. Because it's not a new show anymore.
Yeah.
So I sat and I ended up binge watching the whole damn series. It was really good.
That's some heavy equipment there.
That's a CNC machine right there.
So they're probably building some kind of support system for that.
Get back here.
Oh, yeah, look at it.
You know, you can buy those too from the same place I bought my printer, Paul.
Really?
Yeah, you can buy little mini ones.
There's a laser cutter.
Well, you can either buy the laser or there's the one that like they were using that has the drill bit.
3D printing. Oh,
Look at that. They just got freaking
Let
stacks.
me back that up.
Look at that. How many are there? 12.
1, 2, 3, 4,
20.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
25? Yeah.
Well, what are these?
Jesus Christ. Oh, those I don't know. Those are just look like lockers or something. So I would say there's 20
Okay.
there. I don't know what the hell those boxes.
Justin, your volume's a little low if you can adjust it.
3D farming is what they call it.
Yes.
So they didn't print the whole thing. They're printing basically the surface.
Parts of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap, look at all the parts. You'd have to be gluing like a mother.
Yeah.
Looks like you just want to vacuum press it.
2,000 printings.
Come here. Come here. Come on.
Then painting.
Oh. Good.
Wouldn't that be hysterical if you did a short movie like this showing these guys making it, and then when they get done they stand back and all of a sudden it goes poof and it's working.
Aubrey, come here.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it collapses.
Yeah. No, they get it, they stand back and the one gal says, well, what next? And all of a sudden it goes boom.
It's not even small enough. That's all I have.
Holy crap, look at the size of that sucker.
Now, Justin, if you did this, everybody would be watching your live streams.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, if I had the money to assemble something that big and I'd made it like a 100-part series.
Get to investing, buddy. Got to get
Final
those views.
assembly.
Well, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm just going to hire 2 hot chicks in bikinis to jump up and down in my videos. I
There
do
you
whatever
go.
the hell I want then. I'd sit there and drink a Coke in the background. Nobody's gonna give a shit.
Oh, I'm wondering if they're gonna put some kind of lights in it. And they assembled it over water.
No,
Well, I think it's in like a park with the water, not a waterfall, but like a pool, you know?
There's your drone footage. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, it'd be cool if at the end all of a sudden it just turned on and went woof.
Yeah.
With the scintillation, you know?
I mean, if you like sci-fi type shows, I'd give it a shot. I actually enjoyed it. I don't know if you're a huge sci-fi fan or not.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
huge
So,
sci-fi.
you know, back in my day, you were a sci-fi freak if once a week you turned on to Star Trek, you know? But nowadays it's
I
like
don't know. The original Star Trek to me was boring as hell. I like the newer ones.
it wasn't if you look back at that time, it was the latest, greatest, newest, hottest, whatever. Now looking back on it, it's like going back and looking at an old book, you know?
Well,
a 3D printed T-Rex.
Yeah,
Wow.
holy shit.
I think if you told Sarah you're going to print a 3D T-Rex, she's liable to have you committed.
I got AZ sent me a file last night for a badass F-22. It's gonna be about this big.
Yeah.
And it's like 20 different files that you have to print, and it's like a big model you put together. It's so cool looking. I can't wait to start on that. But I have to order.
Well, you know,
all the filament.
it's evolving. You know, it's like back when I was a kid, we used to go and buy at the hobby store. You'd buy plastic cars and stuff and put them together and paint them and all kinds of stuff. Well, now you're going to have 3D modeling that's going to evolve to where you just load it yourself, print the whole thing. You don't start with a kit. You know, it used to come in a box with the body and the chassis and the tires and the wheels. And you used to have to paint it and put it together. Now you just do the whole thing right there at the house.
Well, I'm saying like you can print model type, like the one that I'm gonna print, the F-22. It's like a model set that you would buy at the store. When you get it all done, you got to piece it all together and all that. I'm really surprised you haven't gotten into printing, Curtis. That seems like right up your alley.
we got so many hobbies as is.
Yeah. What you should do, Justin, is print some bobbleheads.
I don't know. If
You could 3D print somebody's real head and put it on a bobblehead base, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, instead of collecting stickers, you can make bobbleheads of everybody.
Yeah.
Mike, that was a bot file. But this thing is the F-22 is huge. Like it's going to be like a model airplane, about the size of a standard model airplane.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang that right above me on the ceiling. That thing's going to be badass looking when I get done. I have to get gray filament, some more black filament, and then I need to get gold filament to do the canopy in gold, because if you look at the F-22, it has that gold tint like the
Copper
on the
right.
astronaut helmets.
Yep.
They use that same gold tint for the sun. Oh, Mike, I'm already getting into that, dude. Like I said the other day, like you said the other day, I've probably printed more than Tim has already. Told Tim that the other day.
Because what? Tim's got what? Three printers?
4, I think.
4?
But they set for like almost 9 months without, and he never did anything with them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was looking at silk filament last night, PLA on Amazon, Mike, and it was the copper. Instead of going with like gold, I want to kind of go with the copper look. Because like I said, if you look at the F-22, they have that kind of gold canopy on it. So I want it to look exactly like it would if it was from real life. I'll do the tires black, the landing gear black, and then do the body all gray. But if I'm not mistaken, it's actually a full model where I think you could add internals to it if you wanted. I don't know if it has the RC plane capability, like if you could add all the servos in it.
Yeah.
But, oh yeah, Mike, I remember that. That's a good reason.
Yeah. How's the shoulder holding out there?
Yeah, recuperating going on.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. I've been having a little trouble with mine the last few days. I don't know what's going on. About a week now.
Shoulder?
Yeah, and I already had the rotator cuff done,
Oh, did you?
but it's all right, but it's just sore right there. It just hurts once in a while. Yeah. Not as bad as it was. It was really bad there last week.
Huh.
Hey Mike, if you want to join that class action against Adrian, you'll get a cut out of the lawsuit. After JD's cut, though, it's like a $2 check in the mail.
Hey,
I got one of those from fucking Walmart one time. I got a letter in the mail and it said, "Has Walmart ever stiffed you on brakes and all this other stuff?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" Like 6 months later, I got a $20 check in the mail from some class action lawsuit. Okay. I'll see you guys later. And they're going to church, and then the kids are off to camp. The two oldest.
was they going to camp this week?
Yeah, Aubrey went the week before last, and now the two oldest are going.
Oh,
And then she's going to her grandma's. So we'll have the house to ourselves for 6 days.
Oh,
I can't fucking wait. I love
wow.
my kids.
Now
Yeah,
you can order something, have it delivered, and she won't know about it till it's too late.
exactly. Oh, no, see, I do like having my oldest here because she hides my packages from Sarah. And Sarah doesn't kick my ass when she finds out I ordered a bunch of shit off of Amazon. She'll
Teamwork.
come in, my daughter will come and be like, "I put your packages in your room, Dad." So I'm saying, Mike, that's some good money right there. Get that $2 check. He's swimming in cash. What's up, bro? Filipino, I don't know if you're still here, but that's it. Well, they didn't put like dissolvable stitches in you. I don't even think they did regular stitches anymore.
Hey, good morning, Ron from Toyman's Bar and Grill.
You ever seen those bandages they do now? Those 3M bandages? It's like a okay. It's like a bandage stitch now. They put it on you and then they pull the bandage. And that pulls your incision together.
Well, I can get that other stuff now. It just glues your
Yeah, I was gonna say glue works all the time now.
Liquid stitch.
yeah, something like that.
It's just basically super glue.
Yeah.
I had to do that to Bo's tail because he had a slight cut on his tail and he kept fucking going like that, getting all excited, and there was like blood all over the walls down the hallway where he was getting all excited. And I tried wrapping it in gauze and it kept falling off. I tried a whole bunch of different things. So finally I grabbed his tail about 3 weeks ago and I just took some super glue and I dabbed it right over the cut, healed right up. glue dissolved. Hasn't had a problem with it since.
Yeah, I had to do a Loctite 401 patch on my slippers. You know, the stitching around like the moccasin type on the front.
Yep.
Left-hand side, I had a slit like that. And I took and put some Loctite on there, put it together, held it together. Good as new.
Yeah, I had a shoe starting to come apart one time there. I was using construction glue at the time. Put that in there, worked great.
Well,
Yeah,
it's-
here's the
GL
seam
Premium, I think it was.
here's the seam I fixed right here.
Yeah.
I have a pair of those slippers. They're so comfortable.
Oh yeah, that's what I wear all the time. I wear them inside, outside. Sometimes I even forget and drive with them, you know?
I don't even put them all the way on, like the backs of them are like formed to my foot now because I just slide my foot right into them. I just step on the back of them.
Yeah, I have to use a big shoehorn to get my heel in. Oh my.
That's what I mow the lawn in. I throw those slippers on and I just go out and mow the lawn in those.
Yeah, there's lots of times I'll go down by the water to fly, and I look down, I got my house slippers on. It's like, oh crap.
Yeah, you can go out in them. It don't matter.
Hey, Ron, if you want to come in, link's at the top of the chat there if you want to come in.
I've gone to the gas station plenty of times with my slippers on.
Yeah.
Walk in real quick, get what I need and leave. All right, back to the house. My cousin had to get his appendix taken out when he was like 10 or 11 years old.
Yeah.
Remember he killed over in like so much pain, and then they took him to the hospital and it turned out it was his appendix.
That's awful young for that.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know. Is
Ron's-
there usually an age range for that? I
I
thought
don't
it
know.
was like kind of just random. Some people get it and it's a useless part of your body though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. It's something that doesn't do anything or something.
Yeah, it doesn't really form a function in your body.
What's that?
The appendix.
Yeah.
Well, when I was actually reading something about that a while back, and it said something about they believe like somewhere in the evolutionary stage it used to be used for something, and then our bodies evolved and it just kind of became pointless at some point.
Well, as far as I know, I still got mine, so. Okay, Ron, sounds good. And speaking of Ron, where's the other Ron?
He's
Yep.
probably working. When I talked to him on the phone last evening,
Mm,
he just came back from a bad call where he went and there was some 60-year-old guy was in a quad runner
oh, okay.
and he rolled it and hit something and he was dead. So
Oh,
Yikes.
was he on helicopter yesterday?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
My dad rolled his gator one time and busted the whole top of his head open. He hit the freaking roll cage as it was rolling around, and then he hurt his arm because his arm went out of it.
Yeah.
And it like twisted his arm and he had to be in a sling for like a couple months.
Kite with the price of those, some of those like gators and stuff like that. Kite, you wonder they wouldn't have airbags in them. Kites are not cheap. They're
Well, I
the
mean, if you're doing
price of
some,
a
like-
car now.
Well, if you're doing like fast off-roading, like in the dunes and stuff like we used to do, it's actually good to have those nets on the side because it will keep your arms in
Keep
if
you
you
in,
flip it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the problem is my dad's didn't have that on there and he flipped it. This was about 8 or 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And he flipped it and his arm went outside of it and got caught in one of the bars and it twisted his arm.
Yeah.
And he wasn't wearing a helmet. If you're actually like hauling ass on those and racing them, you better put a helmet
Yeah.
on,
Yeah, no kidding.
even though it's got a roll cage.
Hey, Paul, in honor of the holiday, I just got done eating a Fat Boy.
Boy, hey, there you go.
I have some fudge pops in the freezer. Sarah's got on this fudge pop kick lately. He's been going to Walmart buying boxes of fudge pops.
No, just-
Sarah keeps you pretty well stocked, yep.
I know me and her are excited to have the house to ourselves, that's for sure. We're gonna watch a movie and everything tonight.
Llama Laura
Little Lama Laura,
and TWAT. Who's that?
what? Uncle Bill,
Good morning.
how you
Mm.
doing?
Good morning. Look how beautiful that looks over your shoulder there. Wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
Why would you call Bill that, Laura? Oh my god.
I don't believe a word you say, Justin.
Hey, Bill, I saw you last night on Adrian's.
Yeah, I was awake.
Did you see,
Was he?
my comment that I made about, I put the link in there, about, the heroin, latest debacle,
The what?
Ken Heroin
Oh, about that damn video he did.
video he put up. He put a video up that just, it kind of just shake my head because it's not doing any of us,
Any favors? Yeah.
drone pilot any favors, because what he did is he went to one of those ranges where they, do the paintball gun stuff.
Mhm.
And he put Roman candles on a drone and was shooting Roman candles at them.
Hmm.
And
Well, it was the FPV pilot that was with him did it,
yeah,
but as big as he is on supposedly rules and all that, he shouldn't have done that.
and he puts a disclaimer at the end saying that, well, everybody involved has signed a disclaimer or whatever, a hold harmless agreement. And it's like, doesn't make a difference. When you put that bird in the air, you got to go by the FAA rules, not by whatever you guys think you're doing.
Well, just because we got a waiver,
I thought you were
we're-
saying, I thought you were saying heroin.
Well,
that's what that's
And
what he
drink.
calls them.
that's what I call him,
Oh.
because he's got a lot of people that are addicted to him,
I didn't see the video. No.
Yeah, it's
Well, you put two of those, fireworks, the cannonball ones, on FPV, and they're flying around shooting it at people that are shooting back with paintball guns or whatever, right? But he's shooting people with fireworks off of a drone, and he put it on YouTube. The FAA will love that.
Well, the thing is if the FAA contacts anybody, it's not going to be him. It's going to be the FPV pilot that was flying the drone.
yeah, oh
Where-
yeah.
Where did they do this? Where were they?
At
Oh.
let me see if I can pull it up.
It,
It was
it, it was like a paintball park.
It was a
Or,
public park?
It was one of those paintball parks where you go to play to pay, or you pay. to
Well,
play
it was
paintball.
it's privately owned though. It wasn't, like
Yeah, but that's like freaking sticking a gun on there, signing a disclaimer, it doesn't really matter.
No, I was, in a public, I don't know,
In a private park.
private park.
Yeah.
Private party.
Waivers were signed. Yeah, okay.
Right
See there? Roman
there.
candles on a drone.
So he takes off and they're flying around. There's people there and he's shooting freaking things at them. See? Doosh. And people are trying to shoot him with their paintballs or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think that was very smart.
Not to put it on YouTube.
So
anyway.
the airsoft guys have been doing this for a while with airsoft guns.
Yeah.
If you hit that drone with the paintball, it was just luck. That thing's
Yeah.
moving way too quick.
Yeah.
It ain't from your skill, that's for damn sure.
And they did it a couple times too. Like, you know.
I'll catch it. Nope. All right, you got it. That was freaking astounding.
I wouldn't play too much of his video, Paul.
No.
Yep.
Anyway, that's what happened.
As long as you leave a commentary up, make it transformative. We're reviewing the video.
But to me, that that's pushing the envelope. I mean, you look at take Michael at Philly Drone Life. They got him for flying recklessly, and he didn't even have a projectile on it. So
Yeah.
Like
I'm-
little Lama Lord says,
Yeah,
they're teaching
I
kids.
just out of curiosity, and I'm sorry, Paul.
Well, but little Lama Lord says,
Are there any FAA rules about shooting fireworks off a drone?
there is an FAA regulation about having any kind of a projectile, because
Yeah.
you might remember a few years ago, Bill, somebody put a gun on one at a
It was
gun
a
range.
college kid that did that.
Yeah, and I don't know how many $100,000 it cost him, but
Yeah, he got in trouble for that. It was a college
Oh.
kid put a Glock on the end
Yeah.
of the.
guess what's here, Paul?
what's that? Oh, breakfast. Look,
Yeah.
lucky. I'll tell you what, Bill, he's got the best sister in the whole world.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
get down, you. You're not getting my little breakfast.
You can't even get a camera for her own house.
No.
Can't even get a what?
I said he can't even get a camera for her house.
Who?
You? He comes on the show one day. He's like, "Look what I got," and
Go lay down.
he has this camera, and he's like, "I got it for my sister." And then he proceeds to tell us that he bought it so he could put it on her house to watch his trailer.
Yeah, Night Train, the guy that was in that video was flying FPV.
As wrong as all that probably was, I bet you it was fun. I gotta say, when I was a kid, I had this dream of getting, because I was into RC airplanes and I was into scale and World War II scale and like that. And in my mind, me and my buddy, and we had all these plans to get how to set up BB gun machine guns inside our planes, and dogfight and actually
Yeah.
shoot each other up. And, of course, that'd be really dangerous and stupid and whatever else. But we had it all planned out, even boats, because you used to be able to get RC submarines even,
Well, it goes with the idea, Bill, of when we were young. The statement "young and dumb" is pretty much there. It's like if you could think of it, we thought, "Oh, that'd be cool."
I was brilliant. Don't even tell me that.
Yeah.
I knew everything. If I only knew half of what I knew then.
Well, now, Bill, you can understand how when we were younger and we looked at older people like, they don't know nothing. They're just old.
I can't say that. I didn't actually feel that way. I like my elders. I did. I
did too. But it's like if they gave me kind of a sage advice. It's like, yeah, well, that's grandpa or that's dad or,
I don't know. I don't know. My parents were kind of old school. The sage advice they said was shut the hell up or I'll knock your teeth out. I usually listen to that one. That was a good one. That was very sage and it was a good
Mike put a link in the chat of when he was in 2018, he had a Roman candle on the bottom of his drone too.
It's interesting. And it makes you wonder now, but the projectile thing, how they can stretch that. Say you got a fishing drone and you're actually dropping things off the drone. Is that pushing the borderline of being?
I think because it doesn't have a propellant, it wouldn't be considered a projectile. It would be considered a drop,
Well, not only that, it's not loose. It's still connected to the line.
Oh, ow.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I see what you're saying. How about water balloons?
Well, the one that blows my mind is the Chinese lanterns. Have you ever seen the Chinese Lantern Festival?
Yes.
Yeah.
They light them on fire, send them up in the air, and who knows where they go.
Yeah.
Well,
It set Western California on fire.
well, all the Chinese lantern is just like a hot air balloon. Same
Right,
thing.
but it's on fire. So when it comes down and it's on fire.
Yeah.
In fact, the other night when I did the fireworks display with the Nano Plus, I was looking and I was down there by the water and I look up and here comes a couple of Chinese lanterns and they were really on fire, floating over, headed towards Canada,
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Ron. How you doing?
Oh, no,
Ron
no.
and Ron are here. It's the Ron and Ron.
Well, it's the American Ron and the Canadian Ron.
That's right.
Run, the two run.
Yeah, the do run.
There you go.
How do you do?
Paul Murray, thank you for checking in on that yesterday. I was actually able to get a hold of my postal carrier personally. Yeah. She actually went to that lockbox, got it, and took it across the street to the grocery store. And then Terry texted me and said, we have it in the office.
Oh, good.
So thank you. But yeah, I got a little busy yesterday. And yeah, it was a crazy day.
Well, what you missed, I don't know if you were there or not last night, Ron. I was being attacked on the channel by that bot stuff,
Oh, again.
And so the Justin suggested Nightbot, and then a whole bunch of people jumped on and helped me put Nightbot on here. So now it's supposed to, I didn't realize how Nightbot worked. You go in and you put in phrases or identifiers or whatever, and it gives them 3 times. And then at the 3rd time, they're ejected permanently.
Oh, really?
It's all automatic.
But we set it to where it doesn't mess with the moderators. So the moderators can write in those keywords. Like one of them we put as naked because that stupid naked bot channel kept popping in saying, do you want sex from Tinder and all that crap? So we put naked as the key word, but as a moderator, you can go in and you can be like, I'm running naked down the beach. I ain't going to do anything. If you're not a moderator, it will kick you out.
Justin, if you ran naked down the beach on camera, I would kick you right the hell out.
That would get so many views.
Oh, yeah.
My neck of the area.
That'd be
here,
comedy gold.
Naked through the woods and nobody will see me.
Everybody else that's seen Justin running naked down there be looking for therapy.
It's funny. Look what I found again. You see this thing here? Like that.
Well,
there.
by the way.
Oh, there you go.
My high school ring.
Oh,
wow. Things were different when we were kids. Yeah, when I was a kid, this used to fit my ring finger.
Yeah.
Now it barely fits the pinky. Like an 11. You know what she wanted? And this is back before the gold really got crazy. They wanted almost $400 just to size the string ring because of the gold.
Oh, really?
I told you the story of this ring, right? How it made it back to me.
No.
Oh, this ring was gone since I was 18 years old, 19 years old, 18. You know, it was on my girlfriend's finger and we split up when I went out to college and kind of broke up with her over the phone because I'm a douchebag. And,
Clear is that.
you know, I gave her every opportunity to stop arguing with me over the phone. And I said, fine, okay, we're broke up now. You know, because she was using that, maybe we shouldn't be going out together. I said, okay, maybe we shouldn't. See you. Bye. I get here. I said, hang up. Bill, that was all right, party time. So anyway, this thing was gone ever since, you know, and someone contacted me last year out of the clear blue, found me on social media somehow. Imagine that, because I'm on social. And see, back then, I don't know if they still do, but you actually sign your signatures inside the ring. And you used to be able to read my signature. So, you know, she read that. And that's how she said she found it. I don't know. I think she might knew or might know, because she wouldn't tell me how she came in possession of my ring, but they had them all these years. And look, it says 1979. I mean, that's how old the ring is, you know. It was actually from 78, because I didn't even graduate from this high school. I moved away at the end of my junior year. So I graduated somewhere else. And she said she thinks that there's juju or some kind of connection to us with jewelry, to our souls, or she's very nice, but maybe a little weird, you know. And she felt that I should have it back. And I said, oh, I'd love to have it back. How much? I mean, I'll send you some money to. No, don't worry about it. And lo and behold, I gave her my address, and it came in the mail, and that was it. She didn't want anything. She didn't expect anything. She just sent me the ring.
Well, Bill, what was her first name?
I don't know.
Karen.
I don't remember.
Here's what I'm thinking is that maybe that was the ex-girlfriend making amends.
No, that ex-girlfriend is still friends on Facebook with my brother, and I'm blocked to this day. Will not talk to me. So no, I can't even see her. Her sister, I see her online every once in a while. I mean, everybody else, I'm blocked.
No.
She's still holding a grudge after 3 years or whatever it is. 43 years. Yeah.
It reminds me of that Seinfeld episode, the phone breakup.
Yeah, it was a bad minute. Well, we fighting all the time. We were kids, you know. It was jealousy, and it must have been rough for her because I went to Pennsylvania and we lived in New Jersey, and she couldn't drive, but then she tried to pull that power play thing. It's like, it's not working now, honey. You know, I'm surrounded by thousands of kids here. And that was it. So, but it came back. There you go. So I got my bad juju on my finger here, or good juju, whatever.
Let's see.
Oh, Justin doing that test.
I want to see if he pops in. What was it?
What's going on?
I was just testing.
Testing the bot.
He's using a different link under an assumed name, and he's putting in something into my chat to see if Nightbot takes care of it.
Let me try a bunch of emojis.
You know, where do you get that Nightbot from?
It's free. You just go to go to Google, punch in Nightbot, and then go to Nightbot TV and set it up.
And then you go through. It's good to have some help setting it up because you got to go through the different menus. But yeah,
What's that?
Oh, I'm a moderator is LA Zone.
Pretty sure I could figure it out.
LA Zone said naked. Well, we put another keyword as Hitler, so let's try that one. Think well of me, people. See, it's not catching it.
well, that's why I asked if I had to start it up.
There it
There
goes.
goes.
Yeah, but you're a moderator, aren't you?
Yeah, but this is just a test account that I have. It's
It
not
took
moderated.
about 30 seconds or more to do it.
He said, bye-bye, don't come back.
Warning,
I like
warning.
how he talks shit to the people in the chat. Like and when he blocks you, he'll talk crap to you.
Little Amalora seems to be expert at this too, doesn't she? She and David helped Justin and I put it on last night.
Well, because I have it on mine, but I just recently got it, so I wasn't completely.
You know,
Up on
it's
all the
pretty
different
funny how he
settings.
just glossed over the fact that he has a test account.
Oh yeah, well
Yeah.
that's what he's got several of them because one of them is Drone Girl.
Drone Girl. I know.
Yeah.
I get, and probably one's a fascist and one's a Nazi and another one's, another one is just, it's a sex trafficker, so on and so forth. The many
Well,
mind,
once-
Justin Stickley.
Well, every
Justin-
once in a while, I got to get in my drone girl persona when I need Matt to pay my rent. So
Justin, it just doesn't seem to be working. Do I have to turn it on again or?
no, he's
Oh,
working.
it's working. It's working,
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah, it's working. It should work automatically. Whenever you fire up your live stream and everything, it should automatically
It just
fire
took
up.
a minute for him to get going, but yeah, he's in
I
there.
use Nightbot and so does Fishing. We both use it all the time.
Oh, really?
I've
Yeah.
almost got the transition done.
Yeah, that's rendered now, right?
No. This is low res. It's just a low res preview. And there's the checkerboard is where there's transparency. And then that's where it'll transition to another scene.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, well, when you need to do Laura is just do a private live with Paul, so he can just focus and you can tell him what to do and everything.
You mean with Bill?
No, with you
You
for
with
Nightbot.
Nightbot.
You can do a
Nightbot.
little private
Well,
live with
he
you.
also put in the chat, she says, Uncle Bill, I can show you it later before games.
No, that's okay, Laura. I'll figure it out. I
It's
appreciate
not.
it.
Bill's
No,
tech
go
enough,
lay
he
down.
can figure it out.
Fairly technical.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
can-
like that.
It's really not that hard, honestly.
I like
No,
that a
he-
lot. That reminds me of Stargate.
Everybody says Stargate.
Yeah,
I
said the
watched,
same thing.
I did Doctor Strange and I was checking that out, and that's where I got the idea from.
Yeah, I said the same.
Oh yeah,
thing.
well, it's coming together like that. That's like Doctor Strange flying through the air and coming together. But then
Yeah.
once the ring is made, it's like you're going through the Stargate.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with Doctor Strange. I mean,
Right.
he got those.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just an idea. I was like trying to come up with something somebody hadn't seen in the drone world before.
You're very creative, Curtis.
Yeah, Laura, I think Paul would definitely need your help on that, but I'm pretty sure Bill could figure it out. 'Cause, I mean,
Oh.
there's tons of YouTube videos that show you how to use it too. That's how I learned how to use it. I
How to
just
use
haven't
what?
messed with all the settings. There's tons of settings you can do in it.
Yeah, and you can make people managers too, and they can go in and change things,
Like that's what I'm
On
saying.
Nightbot.
Like,
I'd like it to set up to automatically insult Justin every time he comes to my,
you
my
can
channel.
Hey, you can, yeah.
because
You can
there's
set it up to drop links too.
where
so-
yeah, and there's default settings that you can just use the default ones that they come with, but then there's a custom thing that you can go in and do a bunch of custom settings.
The only problem with that is Justin would have to come into my channel once in a while.
Well, you go on live 10 o'clock on Sunday nights. I'm usually have to work the next day, so it's too late for me. Now, tonight I could.
Filipina says the same thing. It's Nightbot is easy to set up. You guys can do it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I used to be a web developer, right? I think I can figure out an interface.
Little Amalora says she's going to set up hers later today to say that whenever Justin's on, every 15 minutes to say Justin's a twat.
She likes the way I say twat.
Yeah, that's why.
She thinks it's hilarious. No, her and David were on a live the other day, and she was saying how funny it was the way I say it.
Hey, Bill, did you ever look into any further on that helmet?
Which helmet? Oh,
Um,
no, I didn't. I mean, I did. I saw them priced. I didn't get it, but I do that a lot. I window shop a lot.
Yeah, he was trying to buy a $300.
I've been on my bike twice in the last 3-4 months. So when I get, if I get it, when I would probably get it would be more towards when it's cooler down here in Florida and I actually get on the bike more often, you know? Not that I
The
won't
only
ride,
thing-
not that I won't ride in this heat, but it's not something I look forward to. You know, I just ride just to ride, you know?
Right. The only thing I can recommend to you is if you buy it at like some kind of a local distributor or whatnot, or a motorcycle shop.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember where it's at, but somewhere, I think underneath the padding or something, there is a date of manufacture date on there. Be very careful of that. I couldn't figure out why. Nancy and I went through like 6 helmets in 2 months and couldn't figure out why they were all dying. And finally I got the right person with their customer service, whatnot. And the one gal said, look in here and tell me the manufacturer date. And I'm like, oh, 2017. This is just last summer.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, they ended up shipping me one directly from their factory, and then the second one actually just came offline like 2 days before.
Yeah,
So
so
they were brand-
the batteries weren't lasting.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you now, I was on with Paul I had it on for 4 or 5 hours the other day. Talked to Paul with a couple hours, Paul, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And for anybody else that doesn't know what he's talking about, it's a Bluetooth helmet rig that he was on his bike, his Harley, whatever, and was live streaming to us and sounded great. You know, it was no wind noise. It was
No wind noise or
No,
anything.
no,
It just
no,
sound
it
like
was
just
nice.
him sitting there right now.
Did a great job.
Little Llama Lord's got a message for you, Paul.
David was trying
Okay, Laura, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
David was trying to get us to put Laura's name in the
Yeah,
keywords last
yeah,
night.
into the band phrases.
Yeah.
God. But yeah, anyway, that helmet was pretty impressive. He put that on and it sounded better than Justin. So it was good. It was good. And I'm very considering it. It's not even that expensive, that helmet.
No, it's not bad. It was like under $300.
Yeah. And if anybody knows about riding, a quality helmet could easily cost that or a lot more.
Yeah.
For a good shoey, you could pay $600-700.
This is Curtis's latest endeavor. He's going down, and this lake. Everybody has a feed out in the middle of the lake where they suck in water for the house, and then they do their own thing with it. In other words, like use it either on the lawn or they filter it and use it for drinking water or whatever. And he's finding, using his underwater drone, that they need to be cleaned. So he's trying to figure out a way to provide a service to clean.
I want to see if I show it. Does he still flag it?
So what I ended up doing, this is a friend of mine's house. What I ended up doing was grabbing it with the claw and then cranking up the motors, and it pretty much blew it off.
So this is just a coarse filter, right?
Yeah, it's the first in 4 filters that are in line that go to the house. This is a coarse filter that keeps most of the sediment and the rocks and stuff out, but this periwinkle is what she was calling it. It gets in the system and it'll clog up the second and third filter and the pump system.
Right.
So she was like, "Is there a way to get some of this off?" And each of these houses out in this on this lake are $1 million homes, and she was thinking there was a market for it. And I said, "Well, I'll come out and look at it and see." And I was kind of circling around it, and then I thought, "Well, I'll just grab it with a claw, crank the motors up, and see what happens." And I do that here in just a second. But right now I'm just kind of circling around it, seeing what's going on. But I actually got it clean. I mean, I could do a better job. There's still some left on there. I think if I had some kind of brush mounted on the front, I could knock most of this off. It was also tilted over, and I straightened it up. I got on one side of it and pushed and straightened it up. There's a hook at the top, but you can't lift it up. What the heck
It's
is that?
connected to some kind of plumbing, right? I mean, what's it connected to? Is that a PVC or metal?
Is
So
it a rubber connection or a PVC?
No, you'll see it here in a second. It's just standard plumbing, steel.
Yep. It's almost like a gas pipe. Yeah.
I'm on Nightbot.
So here's where I came up with the idea to just grab it and crank the motors. Watch the periwinkle as I turn the motors up. Now watch here, I crank the motors up and they start blowing. It starts blowing it off. Yeah, I reversed the thrusters on it.
You had one there earlier where you really blew a lot of crap off.
Yeah, I got to go find it. I mean, I've got an hour and a half's worth of footage. The cool thing about ROVs is you just turn on the recorder and it records 10 minutes at a time, and then it stops and starts the next video. You don't lose any frames. It stops at the same time. But yeah, I think if I come up with some sort of brush and to swap out with the claw, I'll be able to clean it. And she was telling me, anywhere from $150 to $200 an hour for divers to go out there and clean that stuff.
I mean, if you had some kind of motorized rotating soft bristle brush or something, it maybe.
Well, I thought about rotating, but that stuff would wrap around it then.
Right.
So I'm thinking some sort of like a coarse brush, just rubbing on it. I mean, look, you can see it's blowing off as is. This is where I go down and look down at the bottom. There was boats that were coming by. So they have a no wake rule on the lake before 11 o'clock. And that's mainly because fishermen out there fishing and people are out there, playing around. But
So when there ain't some fishing lures or something got attached to some of them.
I'll look up here. Let me scroll through this. We don't need to play it slow. So there's the bottom of it. Just galvanized pipe. See, it's already a whole lot cleaner.
Yeah.
From where was it? There. See, that's what when I first got out there, that's what it looked like. And I just kept getting next to it and blowing it
There's no
off.
way to there's no way to reverse purge the water, backwards through it.
I'm going to be the first to tell you, I'm not an expert on this. I've never lived on a lake. When
Yeah.
she was explaining it to me, it was like, you don't get your water from the city? And she's like, no, we're out in the country. I mean, out here, I'll show you move this over so I can see. So this is Summit Lake out in Washington. Water temperature is about 20 degrees, freezing getting in that water. You guys have already seen this, so. Yeah, it circles all the way around. All these are $1 million homes, or so they tell me. Where's that other one?
How deep is that right there where that filter is?
15 feet.
I mean, you would just think they would have thought ahead with that. I don't know.
Later, Filipina.
it would have been interesting if they could have had some kind of system where it actually comes up above the water. Telescopically comes up above the water, you clean it and then you send it back down again.
So the story that I was told, and kind of the reason that she got a hold of me was, there is a guy that's a retired Navy guy that's a diver, and he's been doing it for years and years and years and years. And he take him like 6 months to go to all these different properties, and that's just pretty much all he did. But he finally really did retire and says, "I'm not doing this anymore."
Goodbye, Filipina. See ya.
So yeah, I don't know. I was like, well, I really didn't do anything. I just kind of blew some of it off, and she was really excited about it. They have a newsletter that kind of goes around. They have a private Facebook group where, the community kind of talks to each other and everything about events that are coming up and stuff. And she wants to advertise me on it. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get $200 an hour, but
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Was it hard to find it, or the first time?
No, you can see where the pipe goes from her house right out to the water, and then I just put the ROV in the water right next to it. Followed the pipe out to the stand. The stand sits up about 4.5 feet out above the bottom of the lake.
Yeah.
There were a couple times where there was so much ground cover, undergrowth where I had to kind of move forward and just to find, just to keep following the pipe. The pipe was about 35 feet out.
Oh.
Paul, your mic is muted.
You're muted, Paul.
This can't be just a unique situation in that lake. There must be hundreds, if not thousands, of connections similar to that all across the United States. You could franchise this son of a bitch.
Well, I'm going to be so first of all, I'll be stepping on divers' toes because apparently divers do this all over the place.
Well, if the divers were smart, they'd join your franchise and get the money and be able to do it.
But they would be getting less money because, I mean, I wouldn't charge. I understand why a diver charges $200 an hour. You got to refill the oxygen cylinders.
Yep.
It makes sense to charge that much money. Whereas I can go out there for 3 hours with one ROV, get in a boat, and just kind of go around to each different stop. And now that I know what I'm doing, it only take me about 10 minutes at each one.
Right.
So I'm thinking, $50 to $75. You get about 10 to 15 of them, for a Saturday or a Sunday, and you do all right.
Well, the thing of it is you could get $100 easy for that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Instead of them having to pay 200, only had to pay 100. That's a hell of a deal.
50% savings.
Who knows?
Yeah, and then you could teach Ron how to do it, and he could do that all over his area. And Bill, he could be jumping on Florida. Bill, do they have such things in Florida or no?
Not to my knowledge, no.
No.
I mean, maybe.
I was just wondering on your inland lakes, like where people are built homes around them. Do they have such a thing, or?
I live by the ocean. I don't know. I mean, maybe Okeechobee. That's a lake. It's a big lake. It's a really big lake. So I don't know.
Now an alligator go up and snap that off, the filter off.
I don't know how many lakes allow people to use water from the lake itself, or whether you want.
Well,
I imagine, especially with any new development, it's going to be all piped in anyway. So,
give you an idea of so they're up in I don't want to say mountains. They're not really what I would call mountains, but they say they're up in the mountains. So this is give you an idea where Summit Lake is. It'll pan back here just a second.
Pirates sunken treasure.
Yeah, I was being funny. So you can see it's not. This is ground level. It's up in the mountains.
Yeah.
And then she said, can you show everybody where Mount Rainier is? It's an hour away. There's Mount Rainier.
Looks like his father an hour away, but
No, it's just an hour.
yeah.
Be cool.
Yeah, I thought it would be kind of cute.
Be a pretty lost pirate.
Well, so much for pissing on my fun there.
Well, that's why it's funny.
Yes.
All right. So
I
yeah,
see.
it's up in the mountains. They would have to pump water up there to them, which $1 million homes, it looks like it wouldn't be an issue. But it's all glacier water.
Yeah, so it would be cold.
So Justin, I take it our test didn't work.
It did on the first one, but like I said, we just got to tweak the settings on it. But like I said, Laura said that she would do a private Zoom with you later.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she, like I said, she really understands how it works because she's been using it for a while. So
Right.
I just haven't dove into it very much.
Everybody's really quiet this morning.
I'm gonna pop out, guys.
Okay, Ron, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I got another a good hour or better charting to do.
Well, I'm glad you secured that package. So
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Did they ship it to the wrong place?
Well, yes and no. The funny thing about small town things, the mail carrier knows me, and she just saw my, oh, it's Rod. We have in rural areas like that, your mailbox is not at your house. Mine's actually about a quarter mile away. There's a
super
whole row of
mailbox.
mailboxes. And if you get a package that doesn't fit in your mailbox, there's somebody had built a big wooden box with a lock on it. And if you get a package, they'll put a key in your mailbox and then you just go into that box. But I specifically requested, I put the name of the grocery store, which is right across the street, and put the grocery store in care of my name. But the mail carrier, oh, this is Ron's. So then Paul, I was really busy yesterday, and Paul thought to look and said, hey, Ron, it says that your package was delivered, but it says it was put in a lockbox. I'm like, damn it. So about a month after I moved into my place last September, for some reason, I called the post office and I got this lady, and she's like, oh, she goes, actually, Ron, she goes, I'm your mail carrier. She said, nicest lady ever. She goes, if you ever need anything, here's my personal number. If you need help or something specialty with a pack, you call me. I'm like, well, 8 months later, I'm like, I need your help here. She actually lives in my community. She left her house yesterday, went to the mailbox, got the package, took it across the street.
That's like many people's fantasy right there.
yeah.
The mail lady says, anytime you need me. Boom.
Yeah. That was wide open.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Whatever you need, I'm here for you, Ron.
Yeah.
Okay, Ron.
Well,
Don't hesitate to ask.
in case if you don't know, Ron has befriended a really nice couple that have a grocery store there. That's where he had it sent to, so you know that somebody's got it and holding it for him.
You know that mail lady was
We're
mumbling.
still stuck on the mail lady knocking on the door.
Male and the female, yeah, okay.
No, you know
Delivery
the
mail
mail lady
from
was
Slack.
mumbling all the way to the mailbox. It's not what I fucking meant. Oh,
That's a true definition of a mail slot.
You almost spit that one out.
yeah.
So you had a tough call last night, I heard.
Oh, that was bad. Tell you what, anybody listening in the chat, drinking and driving, don't do it.
Oh, no.
Guy was in a pickup truck towing a boat. Just coming
Of
from
course, he was towing a boat.
Yeah. and he had been drinking. Well, they had some guy was in I don't know whether it was a side by side or just a regular quad, 4-wheeler, but he was running alongside the road. Well, the truck and the boat sideswiped him and ejected him out into a field. Yeah.
Oh.
We had our hands full, and he didn't do too well.
Yeah.
So whoever that driver was, you're looking at vehicular homicide. Yeah. It's a shame. But
Yeah, especially it's a shame of the family of the guy driving the quad.
yeah.
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 He was pretty broken up, wasn't he, Ron?
Yeah, his head was, he had a pretty bad injury to his head. Sometimes you wonder, some people ask, about different aspects of the job. And even though it was 90 miles away where we took him, his daughter lived in the town where we took him. And we're still in the ER. Just everybody's running around like a crazy person. And all of a sudden, this young gal, mid-30s, 40, around 40, she looks at me and she said, "Are you with the Life Flight service that brought my dad in?" And I'm like, "Uh-oh." She goes, "How is he doing?" And it was just 3 minutes before that the doctor had
Pronounced.
And I'm not allowed to say anything. And I said, "Let me find the physician and let you speak with him." And I hate to, I feel like I'm lying in a way, but I'm not permitted to, say anything.
Yeah.
But oh well. Well, Paul, thank you again.
Hey, Ron, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, I feel more secure that's. I can't wait to get home now.
Yeah. And play with my new toy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then hopefully I'll use it Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
I called the balloon girl.
Give it a test flight. Yep. Oh, the balloon girl. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what got you in trouble with Matt.
Oh,
Yeah, going live.
see, Bill, that's why you got to come out here. I got a mail lady. I got a balloon girl.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
You're gonna be the next Matt and Adrian controversy.
Yeah.
They'll be making a bad video about you.
Huh? No, actually, let me share that. I thought it turned out. Here, Paul, let me send you the link if you wouldn't mind sharing. It's really cool. It's a 45-second video that I did. Paul
Ron,
Hodges,
when you get a second, put the name of that helmet in the chat again, because I don't think I saved that search. I'm looking here. And I really want to look into that. I'm not kidding. If I do it, I do need to make sure it fits my head right, but aside from that, I got a pretty big melon. You get a minute.
I'll put it in the chat, Bill.
Maybe that we're friends on Facebook, aren't we? Or maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. Cena.
Send to me later.
I'm trying to think okay. I got it. Rush R.
Just tell me the name of it. I'll look it up myself.
Yeah, it's in the private chat there, Bill. Can you get that?
Cena Rush R. Okay, got it. Love to find it locally.
Okay.
Stan said hi to all you guys.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off. I got some
Hey,
editing.
flying
I need
with
to get
Dan.
done.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Thanks, Dan.
Later, guys.
Okay.
All
We'll
right,
see
later,
you.
Curtis.
hey, Curtis.
See you, Curtis.
I don't see it.
Pull my little tablet out so I can see the chat. See what's in there.
No, the chat hasn't moved in like 10 minutes anyway. So
Yeah.
Oh, Stan said hello.
yeah, he was the last one before
9
that.
minutes.
Was about 6-7 minutes.
Screen record background effects.
I wonder if the Nightbot is,
No.
Kicking everybody the hell out. What did you do?
Stop video.
So why does he have my banking information? What the hell's going on?
Oh, share content. Screen.
Optimize.
Start broadcast.
hey, Paul, take over. I'm gonna make you host.
Oh, okay.
What do you guys see anything?
Yeah,
Share
it says
device
you are
on.
sharing screen, but that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you gotta click share device audio too.
Oh, share device audio. Oops.
Yeah.
Share device audio on. Optimize for screen. Okay.
And then press the play button now at the bottom.
Uh,
I don't know why it's showing.
you know, see, I'm doing that split screen thing with
Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know why it's showing the other half, but you can see it fine.
You can
Can
see
you
it, Ron. Just go ahead and play it.
do you see the balloon?
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're good.
This is the thing I did last year. This is down in Hot Springs, South Dakota. She put it up on her website. Okay.
That's
No,
cool.
s-
That
stop.
was awesome.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do something like that for her again. She got a new balloon.
That's cool.
And Mike Granick says he's going out to a water butterfly garden. Woo, that'd be
Yeah.
different.
Well, guys, I better go finish up my work. You guys,
Yeah.
everybody have a good day.
Yeah, see you, Ron. Have a good
All
one.
right, later, Ron.
All right. Take care now.
Later.
Mike Rennick's in the chime, Mike.
I think Paul went out to get a ship, didn't he? Because he made me the host.
I think so.
So, because I know he was looking for the Alpina to come down. That one going through right now is just a tug barge, but he's waiting for the Alpina. I know he said earlier today he was watching it, it was coming down. So, actually, I don't know if I got marine traffic on my phone or not.
I'm gonna stop watching the tablet because I'm waving to Ron goodbye and he's already been gone for about 8-10 seconds. Oh. Is Justin gone? Justin, you still in here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Why are you always in without a camera?
I'm not. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not.
Huh?
Damn it. Hold on.
You're like the voice in the back of my head.
There you go. You can watch that.
Watch what?
What are you printing now?
That's Adrian's base to his rocket. See, I have, hold on, let me switch my camera back.
Wow.
So I got,
I don't know if anybody can see that or not. Down at Grand Bend in Ontario,
Yeah.
paying park $50 for the day. You
So
believe
this
that?
is what
50
I'm
bucks to
printing,
park your
Adrian.
car.
So is that one you made, Justin?
yeah, this is the one I made, and then I'm printing this for Adrian.
Oh,
So I got his rocket made, his LED holder, and the smoke. So I'm just doing the base now for it. And then I'll send that off to him at the end of next week.
You're really using the heck out of that thing since you got it.
Yeah, I got an F-22 I'm gonna be printing too here pretty soon. And then it's like 20 different pieces and you put it together like a model and it's gonna be about this big.
Be about 148 scale then.
And then Chris Hope wants me to print an F-14 Tomcat. So I'm trying to find a good file for that. Because he was like, oh, I'll pay you for it. I said, well, just buy the roll of filament. It's $20 for a roll of filament. And I'll only use like not even a quarter of the roll to do it. So it will give me filament and give him his print that he wants. So it's a good deal.
And then what do? You paint it?
No, I'll just do it in gray. And then if he wants to touch it up and paint it himself, he can do that. Like the rocket, I did all in white. So if Adrian wants to paint it, you know, he can do whatever, put decals on it if he wants, whatever he wants to do. No, I'm not paint like it was so I did mine, I painted mine, but I told Adrian I'm not painting yours, you can do it yourself. That was a pain in the ass.
It's pretty cool.
Let me see here.
Man. Well, I'm gonna scoot out. I'm gonna go grab something to eat.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
All right.
letting my dog out for a few minutes here, so.
All right. Well, we'll catch everybody later on.
Yeah, I'm
All
just
right.
trying to keep an eye on her, so.
Long run.
Let me see here.
Yeah, there's a ship Paul wants to get right there. Yeah, it's the Alpina. The one in his background. He said he had been following it down all morning, so.
Ooh.
So this is part of it right here, Bill.
Hmm.
So that's the size of my printer bed, which you've seen on the camera.
Yeah.
So this is part of the body here.
So is it printed all in one time or just one piece at a time?
I mean, I can print multiple files at once, but if I do too much, then I'll run out of filament. So I have to, and that's, it came as 100% and I upped it to 110. But I'm going to do the
Okay.
canopy in the gold because if you look at the F-22, the canopies are gold because they use that same shade that the NASA helmets use for the sun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to print that though.
Oh, yeah, that'd be kind of cool
Yeah,
when you
pretty
get that
sweet.
one done.
Well, see, you can buy STL files too from people, and they're a lot more detailed and they're really nice prints.
Yeah.
And that one I think is like $6 or $7 if you buy it yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad though for a price.
No, there was one we were looking at last night. It was like $100 and something. It was like
What?
120 or something, but it was like super expensive.
Yeah.
Because some of them will actually, you're actually building a model plane and it has all the inserts. So if you want to put like servos and all that stuff in there and put all the
yeah.
electronics into it, you can actually turn it into a flying plane.
Whoa. Huh.
Granted, you probably wouldn't use PLA. You'd probably use a little bit lighter filament, but I'm not sure what you would use. But
Yeah, you'd have to, yeah, because you wouldn't want the plane too heavy.
because PLA is a little heavy, but
Oh, yeah, what's that filament that's oh, what's her name was used, was recommended to use? It's actually lighter weight.
there's a whole bunch of them. I know TPA.
Well, no, I mean, it's PLA light or something like, it's actually the same as the filament she was using, but it's a version and it's lighter. I don't know. It's actually called light, L-I-T.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't learned all the filaments yet. The only
Yeah.
two I've done is just normal PLA and TPU. TPU is that really soft filament. It's like squishy when you make something. you can
What
squeeze it.
that carbon fiber, was that heavy or light stuff?
No, it's light.
Electric was printing RC planes.
Yeah.
You know, the filament that you use.
Outbound Western Petrol 31. Forward A60.
Alexa, shut up.
WD60.
What Wasn't talking to you.
Well, the carbon fiber filament, it's not 100% carbon fiber, it's like 20 or 30%.
All right,
Yeah.
still.
And then
That's
the
not what
wood
I'm-
filament that you can get, it's like 20 to 30% wood fibers in the filament.
Yeah.
Like the one that Sean did, that violin he printed for his daughter. He did it with wood filament that had 30% rosewood fibers in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it came out really good too. He just has to
Wow.
sand it down and paint it. I think he's got because the wood filament, I think you can stain it from what some people are saying.
Yeah.
You can actually sand it down and then stain it.
Yeah.
And then he was showing us up close on the violin. It actually printed the wood grain into the print.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like real wood. Like
Oh,
100%
geez.
real wood.
Wow. Paul will be close to being finished doing that ship there. So. Just watching the ship there on the background.
Yeah, Adrian
But-
thought I was bullshitting though. He was like, "Man, I
Oh.
like that rocket. You got to print me one." I said, "Okay." So I started printing it, and then I messaged him like 2 days ago. He was like, "Man, I didn't think you were actually going to do it." I said, "Well, you
Yeah.
asked me for one, so."
Yeah. I see Marshall's in the chat now. Good morning, Marshall.
What's up, Marshall? Like I said too, if you want to print something just small for a friend or something, you just tell them $20 for the roll of filament. You use less than a quarter of it to print whatever they need.
Yeah.
And then you pretty much got a, full roll of filament for yourself to do other projects.
Yeah. Yeah.
$20 ain't bad if you just want some, something small printed out from somebody.
Yeah.
Because the roll of filaments are pretty big. I mean, the 1 kilogram rolls.
Because 1 kilogram, that's what, 2.2 pounds, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of filament. Like, here, I'll show you that.
Mm.
So this is like glow in the dark filament here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it's all the way filled to the edge when you get it.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
So I've
And it
done
goes-
2 of those smokestacks for the rockets with this roll, and I've barely used half. I haven't even used half of it yet.
Yeah.
It's called LWPLA,
LW.
LW-PLA, and it's uses active foaming technology to achieve lightweight, low density PLA parts. Apparently, that's what's recommended when you're making things like planes, things that actually
Yeah.
fly.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
That's why I
Marshall, is that for your smoker? Ribeye steaks? Yeah.
Me and Sarah got to figure out what we're doing for dinner tonight because it's just going to be us here tonight.
Yeah. I know. I want to head home about 2 o'clock or so, another 4 hours, but I got some work I want to do, but I'll wait till Paul gets back because he should be down that ship now. It only takes him about 5 minutes to come back home. So unless he gets talking with people down there, but I got a bunch of wood I want to set up and a couple things I want to do. So come here.
I feel like going have something to eat, but I don't want to because if I do, then I got to go work on that project in the garage. You guys are my procrastination.
What do you have to work on in the garage?
Well, all right. My garage door opening has this natural wood, rough wood border around it. Decorative. It's decorative, but it's actually solid wood. But anyway, where it touches the concrete at the base, water over time it rotted up a little bit. So what I did was I made like kind of a base around it. I trimmed around it with other wood and painted it and made it look like it was supposed to be there. Like a base. Well, I did that. I moved into the house, and I didn't use treated wood, which I should have. Yeah, 13 years ago. So now that's rotting, you know. So that's gonna come off. And what I did this time is I went and I bought the plastic boards. You know, they look like wood, they feel like wood, they're paintable. What is it made from? Whatever, it's white. You don't even have to paint it. You can let it go and let it be white and just have a white trim at the base, but it'd be the only part of my house with white trim. So we'll probably paint it. My windows are brown, the window frames. And but in any case, so that's not gonna rot. So that, but that's the project. Now I gotta cut the pieces, basically create a fake base to the cover that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my little project. Shouldn't be that hard actually.
Yeah.
And I got 1x8. I made it a little bigger.
That's how the hard projects always start though, right? You're like, oh, this should be simple and fast.
Should
And
be
then
simple.
8 hours later, you're cussing in the garage.
But plus it's been hot, it's been humid, you know, on your hands and knees doing this stuff. Yeah, but we'll see. I'll get it done. It's bothering my wife. The other bases are there, but you can see the rock coming. If the paint's bubbling, doesn't look good. So I'll take care. Now, if it was
Jake Strong
just
off.
a regular normal garage trim, using 1x like normal places instead of having that decorative heavy stuff. I've done this before. You just cut straight, replace it with new 1x and just paint over it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's not. It's some other wood that I don't even know where they got it from back in 1983 when they built the house.
Mike said the kebabs were good yesterday. He went to his buddy's house and had kebabs. Nice. I haven't had those in so long.
My wife makes them every so often.
Well, I was telling him yesterday, I used to go to this place in California. It was like a meat store. And they used to have pre-made kebabs with seasoning and all the vegetables. And then they had pre-made fajita mix. It was so good. You just throw it right in the pan.
Oh,
And she'll make a steak kebab and a pork kebab and a chicken kebab. And she likes cooking. She likes doing so. Okay, come on the other day. There was a big pan of chicken franchise waiting for me. Right now, there's pho in the refrigerator.
You know what?
Pho. PHO. Google
What
it.
is that?
It's like a Thai. But apparently the Filipinos eat it too. But it's a kind of a soup, I guess. I don't know. You use what she does. She buys boxes like of the ramen noodles, and she doesn't use those packets. She just buys it for the noodles itself. She cooks the noodles anyway. She makes a ginger tasting, spicy. It's delicious, you know, broth, and she cooked a big pork loin or pork roast, and she puts shredded pork in it. Shredded pork, sprouts or whatever, shredded carrots, you know, vegetables, and so put a whole hard-boiled eggs in that, which soaks up the flavor, the ginger and all. It's delicious. It's really good.
hey, good morning, Jake. Strong
So
live.
it's-
Actually,
So
she
it's,
fries the hot dogs and slices them up, puts them in there too.
So it's ramen noodles on some serious steroids, huh?
Yeah, really. Yeah. Serious steroids. It's really, really very good. And it's convenient for me because she's not here. I just heat it up and just go to town, you know. It keeps the noodles separate, obviously. Then you put it all together. Otherwise, it's just kind of mush.
Hey, very good there, Mike. Yep. Oh, night train. You was eating
Hi, Mike.
kebabs, huh?
And Jake.
I just got anybody's interested, I just got a text message from Rob. He's home now, but he's kind of heavily medicated, so he's sleeping a lot.
So is there any like dishes that she makes like that you're not a fan of that's like her
Oh yeah.
like that's her home country's
Mostly
dishes?
what she eats, you know, she makes me food for me, and she'll eat some of that, but she eats a lot of fish. Not a big fish fan, but you know, she does eat a lot of fish. She eats a lot of fish, makes there's Filipino foods I won't go on. And yeah, not you know, she doesn't make it very often though. There's There's this dried fish that they eat that smells like you're frying dead people's feet. I mean, it's fucking horrible. I make her make that out in the backyard. That way the neighbors hate us. And but they love it, like, oh, it's like a delicacy. Okay, you can be delicate outside. But yeah, there's some things I just
Well, it's like growing up here, right? You probably think that stuff here, you grow up on a thing that tastes good, but then you go to another country where they've never had that. They probably think it tastes like shit.
American food's the best. America. That's what's funny now. When our stuff goes over there, they love it. So I don't know. The Filipinos, they cook with a lot of vinegar in their cooking. Sili, as they call it. They get, which is chilies, hot stuff. She's not a fan of the hot stuff. I am. But no, mostly what she makes, I like. But a lot of it is kind of coarse, like there'll be bone and fat, and I'm not into that. They are. So, but can't think of anything off the top of my head. Makes chicken adobo, which is awesome. That's something that Americans will eat all day long. Menudo, which is
I ain't
like
gonna lie though, that ramen dish that you were talking about sounds pretty good.
oh yeah, no, it is, it really is. Yep. Sometimes you say, I think I made it too spicy. I said, no, not for me.
What you need to do is at the next drone meetup, you need to have her make a huge pot of that and bring that.
Well, I was gonna have her do, but it's a lot of work, and I didn't, ask her twice. I should have asked her twice. She would have done it. She makes
Hi, it's Lauren from Otter Valley.
for parties. She'll make the spring rolls. The
Oh,
lumpia is really good. It's actually got ground pork, ground beef, shredded carrots, and bean sprouts, and like that. And the spring rolls are thin, not like a Chinese egg roll, but like the thinner.
Yeah.
She fries them up, and everybody loves those. They're
oh my
delicious.
God, I would eat the hell out of those.
Yeah.
I love spring rolls. And my friend in North Carolina, his mom was, I don't know what Asian descent she was, but she would make these it was like an old family recipe, and she'd make these gigantic egg rolls like this. Oh my God, they were so good. It was like a meal. You had two of them, and it was a meal.
Is it like a burrito?
I honestly, I don't remember what his because
I know you're a fan.
well, his mom was kind of like your relationship, right? His dad was white, and his mom was an Asian descent, and he was mixed. And we used to go over to his house, and his mom would make these homemade egg rolls, but they were just gigantic. And she'd give us each two of them.
Meat in them?
Do what?
Was there meat in them?
It was. I want to say
Typically
like
Chinese and that part, they don't put any meat. They're vegetarian rolls, but the Filipinos they put the ground pork in.
There was pork in them. I remember that. I mean, this was years ago. I used to go to his house, but a couple of times I went.
Indonesian.
Do I?
Could be Filipino. Could be Malaysian.
Most likely. But yeah, I don't want to mischaracterize somebody, but like I said, I don't remember. It was like 10 years ago when I used to go to his house, but yeah, they were so good though. His mom would bring you out two of them for each person, and it was just like a little mini meal.
Well, you made it back, Paul.
Yep, I'm back.
Did you hit the record button?
Yes, I did this time. Yep.
Which
But
one
yeah,
you,
I almost missed it. By the time I got down there, it was already just approaching the north side of the bridge downbound, and but I was able to go down a little bit down the river as a starting point, and still got it, I think.
okay, cool. Hey, Paul, just to let you know, I just got a message from Rob. He is home, but he's kind of heavily medicated, so he's sleeping a lot right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm glad he's home.
Speaking of being home and medicated, Jim Beauchard had his knee replaced.
Well, I see that, eh?
And I'm not sure if he's going to be on with me tonight because he's kind of in and out of it. I've been talking to him. He said it went well. He sent me pictures. It's really attractive.
Yeah,
know
so
what-
anyways, Paul, I'm gonna take off. I want to get some work
Why
done
would you-
before I go head home, so.
Okay, you gotta make me a host, buddy.
Oh, you want to be host?
Yeah,
You want to be the hostess with the mostest? Okay, cool. Where are we? Right there.
I'm
Make
gonna
them-
quickly show you some highlights of the one I just did.
Yeah, we'll see it for a minute before I dig off.
That's one of the that is the oldest ship on the Great Lakes, but look how pristine they keep it.
Yeah.
Built in 1941 or 42, I think.
Ships are like that. The cruise ship I was on was 50 years old and it looked like they built it yesterday.
Yeah.
It's their job. Keep them looking good.
I guess you're gonna share it in a minute here.
Oh, I'm not sharing it?
No.
No, we don't see, we just see you.
What the?
You just- I
And,
kind
you
of
know, you were-
wondered.
and I thought you were talking about yourself. You're built in 1941 and look how pristine you keep it.
I'm just
Okay.
getting ready to say goodbye to
let me
everybody, so.
screen share. Screen share.
Yeah.
You guys see it now?
Yes.
You going to the house?
Okay, there it is.
Yep.
Thanks.
But look how nice and clean it is. I mean, even some of them that are 10 or 15 or 20 years old ships
Yeah.
don't look as good as that one.
Just the Air 2S, Paul?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she's nice and clean, isn't it?
You know what it's like on the inside. There could be wrappers on the floor, you know.
Rats running around on the main deck and yeah.
But the outside is just, you know. It's funny. I see a lot of people cleaning their cars in their driveway and like that, and they open the door and garbage bags fall out.
Yeah.
It's all about the image, right?
She's purty.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. That's why I wanted to catch it because it doesn't come by often in the sunlight.
You know, people like that. When you look inside your car, you think I wouldn't get in there.
Yeah.
People feel bad about that. There'll be bags of McDonald's in the back from 2 weeks ago.
Makes you wonder what's in the trunk.
Ronald.
Yeah.
And I got to knock things off the seat so you can get in.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh. Diane just brought my supper for me, so when I go home tonight, I got supper.
Hey, but Bill, I'll tell you what, he gets taken care of by his sister. Unbelievable.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
He needs to thank his lucky stars every day.
Oh, yeah, I do. Anyways, Paul, I'm out of here, so I gotta get some work done before. I
Okay,
leave, so-
Paul. We'll
So-
see you later today, or are you going to your friend's house?
No, I'll be home tonight. Oh,
Okay.
about
all
5
right.
o'clock or whatever, so.
All
Okay.
right.
Talk
Sounds
to you.
good. So Bill, you don't have to work today, do you?
No, actually, that bowling league that bowls on Sunday that I've been running for 13 years,
Yeah.
that started last week and I didn't show up. I let somebody else start it.
Oh,
And I didn't bowl in it's 14 weeks. It's a short thing. We do 14 on and then we go fishing. It's a fishing league.
Okay.
We've got bowling league that goes fishing. Anyway, and then we do another 14 and then we do another. We bowl like 42 weeks a year and I took a break in the last session. I think I'm going to take another one. I like having my Sunday off. And I mean, I know that doesn't sound like work, but I just don't feel like going to the place I work. 50 hours a week, the rest of the week on my day off,
Yeah, it's kind of like you get away, you know?
If I wasn't working there, yeah, it'd be fun, have a couple of beers, bubble with some friends, But, and they're nice people, they're great people, but I don't think I'm gonna go. So long story short, I don't think I'm going in tonight. And I'm just gonna enjoy the day because I do have to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping we're dead and we get to close early. Maybe catch the fireworks, we'll see.
There you go.
So nobody go to Stewart Bowl tomorrow.
I've got a note across the top of my border on stream time on Zoom. It says in dark. Let me screen share it. See if you guys can see it. I don't know if you can or not.
Okay. So far not.
Nope, you can't see it.
No, well, let's see. Where is it?
No, it's blocked it out. What does it say?
It says preparing to live stream. Like, are we still on?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got my tablet sitting here. We're on.
That's weird. Let me go over and see.
Maybe a double clicked when you got a second instance trying to start up at the same time.
I don't know. Don't know.
Is there an X on it? Can you get rid of it?
It says preparing. It's a black box like this with white letters. Preparing live stream.
Does it have an X so you can X out of it?
Nope. It's just across, the black edges of the Zoom, just above our names, our videos.
We saw the black box when you shared the screen. You just couldn't read the
Yeah,
words.
you couldn't see the preparing live stream.
Right.
Huh.
All right, I'm gonna jump off and go get something to eat.
Okay, Justin, thanks for coming in. Bill,
All right, see you guys later.
you want to stay on a little while, Bill, or you headed out too?
I think I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Gotta maybe try to get that thing done.
Yeah.
Garage.
Well, thanks for coming in, Bill. We'll see you. We'll see you. You're on again tonight at what time?
10.
10 o'clock.
And
then
Maddie's on at 7. I might be in there.
Maddie's on 7, and little Laura's on this afternoon with game time, isn't it?
I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, I know you will. You're always winning. That's
Well, until you show up, all you got.
yeah. Okay, Bill, thanks for being here. Everybody in the chat, thanks for dropping by. We'll see all of you again next time. And don't forget, Laura's on this afternoon. Bill's on tonight. And at some point in time, Paul and I will be on as well. So take care, everybody. We'll see you again later this afternoon or early evening. Take care. Bye for now.